In the law, there are things known as statutes of limitations. Those require that a lawsuit be filed within a certain period of time. Usually they run from the date of the accident, although there are exceptions to that. If a lawsuit is not timely filed, that's the end of the client's claim. They cannot go into court. They will never recover anything. The period of time that you have in order to file a lawsuit is determined often by the type of accident that you have. In California, for a general personal injury case, you have 2 years from the date of the accident in which to file a lawsuit. If in fact you have a medical malpractice claim, the law is a little bit different. In California, you only have 1 year from the date of the act of malpractice in which to file a claim. So there is a specified period of time in which to file a lawsuit. The question becomes, do you run to the courthouse as soon as the client comes in the door and files the lawsuit, or do you go ahead and wait a period of time before you file the lawsuit? And there are variables that we have to look at in order to make that decision. And of course, we don't make that decision in isolation. We have to discuss that with the client and see what is best for the client. In many situations, when a client comes in the door, it may be very early on in terms of the statute of limitations, which then gives us a period of time to go ahead and learn more about the case, conduct an extensive investigation into the causes of the accident, and learn more about the medical side of the case as well. There are other occasions where the client walks in the door and we ask them, where have they been for the last 2 years, because the statute is running next week. In that situation, obviously we have no choice. We've got to get the lawsuit on file immediately. In addition to statutes of limitations, if the claim involves a governmental entity, then we are required to file what is known as a governmental claim before we can actually go ahead and file a lawsuit in court. That governmental claim has a short window of usually 6 months from the date of the accident. We file the governmental claim. Typical with most governments, they're not going to accept the claim. They deny the claim, and then once they deny the claim, then we have another short window in which to file a lawsuit.